Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you're new here. In today's video, we will be doing something that was requested, I think it was requested in the comments. It's called Fat Top. Now, it's a West Indian dessert. Doesn't look like much at a first glance, but it's absolutely delicious. So if you'd like to see how to make this, please keep on watching. Alright, so in terms of dry ingredients, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 1 tablespoon of nutmeg. Alright, so you're also going to need grated coconut. You can grate this yourself, or you can get the pre-grated one from the grocery store. Now you're going to need half a cup of Carnation milk or evaporated milk, 1/4 cup of cornmeal, 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar, and the first and second wash of the coconut water. Now this is taking the grated coconut with water and squeezing it out. First wash and second wash will be used as part of the fat top mixture, and one will be used at the top, whereas one will be used into the batter, and you will see that shortly. Alright, so you're going to start off with a clean bowl and put in your 1/4 of a cup of cornmeal. And from there, we're going to start adding our mixture together for our fat top batter. So you're first going to start off by using half of the tablespoon of nutmeg and leaving the other half to season the butter. And you'll see why we need to do that later. And you'll also be using half of the cinnamon, basically half of all of your dry seasonings. We're now using half of the vanilla essence. And we're going to use less than half of the brown sugar because we want to save it for the butter later on. Alright, so now that we have our basic mixture, you're just going to make sure all of that is mixed together. And then we're going to add in the second wash of the coconut. Now you may be thinking, why aren't we using the first? Well, the first is going to be at the top of the fat top to make that nice creamy layer. So you're just going to mix this in and fold it in. And then you're also going to add a splash of the Carnation milk. Not a lot of it, just a little splash of it. And you want to keep gradually adding that Carnation milk until the dough starts to come together a little bit more cohesively. Not to the point of something like a regular dough, but at least that it's starting to clump together. That way it's moldable. So now that our batter is ready, we're just going to take that butter and just wipe our pan and just cover it completely. We want to make sure that this is easy to take out once it's finished baking. And now you're just going to add in the batter that we made earlier. And you got to work really quickly with this, so because it starts to get a little lumpier. So you need to just flatten it out. And by all means, you could flatten it in any shape that you'd like. We just decided because it's a square pan, we're just doing it in a square shape. And then we're going to set the oven to bake for 45 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So while that's baking, you're going to take the first wash of the coconut and you're going to add some vanilla essence to that. You're also going to add the rest of the cinnamon, as well as the nutmeg, and the rest of the brown sugar, the white sugar, and you're just going to stir this together. Now what this is, it's going to be the top of the fat top, giving it that fat kind of, not gelatin layer, but it seems like fat on top of like what you would see on meat, but except it's sweet, and that's why it's called fat top. So after 45 minutes in the oven, this is what the fat top looks like without, of course, the fat top. I don't know how many times I can say that, but now we're going to add that straight on top. And what you're going to do is, you're just going to make sure that that's enough, and if you do need more, you got to work really quickly with this because it's still hot and we got to put it back in the oven. Speaking of which, we're going to put it back in the oven for another 30 minutes, just so that we can get that first wash to start to get a little bit caramelized. And after 30 minutes in the oven, this is what it looks like. I know it's not a lot to look at. In fact, it looks kind of burnt, but that is how it's supposed to look on top, especially with all of the other ingredients that we added. It just made it look a little more brown on top, but this is exactly what you're looking for. And as you can see, like, I know these are not perfectly cut, but this is exactly what you're going for. You're going for that kind of grainy feeling on the cornmeal underneath, and then you have that nice soft layer that melts in your mouth on top. And that's exactly what you're looking for in terms of making the perfect fat top. So we really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know we haven't been posting a lot lately, but like I always say, we're gonna try to post more. It's just been a lot of busy and a lot to juggle, but we will try to get out more videos, especially with Halloween coming up and Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought of this recipe and if you tried it yourself. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!